What happens when Disney runs out of original ideas and recycles their old classics into a crossover mashup with an adorable merchandising opportunity?
Insert 8 billion genies here.
Find out next on Trees in Space. Welcome, everyone. And in case you missed the thumbnail, this week we watched the animated children's film Wish from 2023. I'm Jason, and I'm with Nate, and we thank you for coming along for this review of this movie. Before we get into it too much, Nate, I want to tell our people listening, please like, subscribe, leave a comment. Let us know we're wonderful. Let us know we're terrible. Just let us know something.
And also, make sure you follow us on TikTok. trees_in_space. And if you find this on TikTok, we are at Trees in Space 1 or Trees in Space Podcast on YouTube.
Anyways, this movie is Aisha, a sharp-witted, idealistic teenager, makes a wish so powerful that it is answered by a cosmic force, a little ball of bouncing energy called Star.
You know what? Fuck that bitch. Everything was great. The entire utopian society was wonderful until she got into business. Man, Jason,
Nate,
please let our viewers know, how long have you been requested in this movie? Would you say?
Probably the last 4 times talking about movies, so over a month now.
Yeah, and you finally dug your heels into the sand. You said, Nate, not no more. We are going to watch this movie. It is going to be great. You're going to love it. And I did not.
I did not say anything close to that.
It was...
it's Disney's 100th anniversary movie. It was bound to be something.
Well, I hate that you told me it's similar to 8 Billion Genies, because then I had something to compare this movie to.
Oh, I probably shouldn't have done that then.
And when you did that, you know what 8 Billion Genies doesn't have that this movie has a shitload of that isn't needed?
Singing?
Oh, yeah. A lot of musicals. This movie didn't need not a 1, not a 2, not a 3. Pretty sure there's a 4 musical interludes throughout this production of Wish. It is not needed. And the Asha girl, she sounded like Jewel. They probably could have got Jewel for way less than this person.
I have no idea who voice acts the main character. And for those who don't know, 8 Billion Genies is a comic book series that came out last year. Anyways, the songs were just, yes, right there. The songs were not disjointed, but they made the movie disjointed because they kind of came in like out of nowhere. A couple of them like flowed nicely into the movie, but most of them just kind of like, oh, we need a song. Boom. And like, where did that come from? Why is it here? You're right.
And, when I heard the first song, it brought me to Magic Kingdom. I felt like I entered the Magic Kingdom. This was a very Disney sounding thing. And I was like, okay, there's a song. Fine. Song 2, I pulled my phone out. I have no idea what happened during any of the songs. Something significant may have happened. I don't know. Though when he got the staff, God damn, I wish that wasn't a song. Because there was so much important shit that happens during it. And it's like, why? Why would you do this to this movie?
Are you not a musical fan?
No.
Oh.
I'm out, pause. Side, if I know it's a musical and I'm prepared for a musical, I am okay with a musical. I was unprepared for this Disney film to be a musical. I thought it was going to be more like a Toy Story kind of Disney film.
Oh, and not so much like in the last few ones that have been out, like Moana or Moana.
I've seen Moana, first of all, because I know it's a musical and I have absolutely no interest in watching a musical. So yes, I am a little biased when it comes to musicals. I am not like the Music Man. Fuck yeah, I'll watch that all the time. Yeah, like give me some good quality old shit. Watch it, no problem. But this,
Well, I mean, what it tended to be was a love letter to Disney, but there's a lot of callbacks to Disney movies. There was a
Bambi reference.
There's a Bambi reference. There was a Jungle Book reference with the bear. The whole I really think that she is this fairy godmother because it makes it look like she turned into the fairy godmother at the end because she has the wand. I think it's right. Make a wish because the first song, when you wish upon a star. Well, this is the wish upon a star that song was born from. That's what I think they're trying to tell us. That this is the original Disney belief. And it's somewhere on here. I'm not going to ruin it to the review. I'm going to let you read that review. But I did like when she was running in the woods with the carriage or whatever, because that was like a Cinderella thing. And I can't stop. And the deer's right there. And the deer looks and goes, and I can't, or whatever he said.
Looked and I can't stop staring.
I can't stop staring. I thought that was hilarious.
I went, oh.
And
really, did that just? I almost had to pause and rewind because I wasn't sure if that actually happened. Now I don't want to completely shit all over this movie.
Shit everywhere.
I can, but
what did everyone else think of the movie? What did your girlfriend think of the movie?
I didn't ask, but I'm presuming she loved it.
Okay.
Now, animation, loved it. When the singing wasn't happening, wonderful film. Like, I enjoyed all that parts. Now, the hard part for me is, again, you referenced 8 billion genies, and it's almost right there. Like, especially in the last, 2 books of the run. That's this. That's
exactly what this was.
But I want the rated R version. Like, I want the real life version. Like, yeah, this dude goes batshit nutty, and like when he starts crushing orbs and getting the power, and they feel like that. Ugh.
Yeah.
That really, I was like, oh my god, I know how they feel.
Yeah, that was really well done there, and it, like you were saying at the beginning of this, everything's fine, and then this teenage girl has to. No, young teenage girl goes to try to seduce the king to get her wish done for her grandpa. He says no because it can be dangerous, and she don't take no for an answer. She goes down and says, "I'm going to steal it." So, and that destroys this whole kingdom that's been a perfectly ran thing for 50 years just because she was being selfish. That's all it was. I don't care what they say. I am not on her side in this movie at all. So, like,
unpopular to Disney fashion, nobody died.
But see what happens in the movie basically is to live there you have a wish on a star and you give it to this guy and he decides which wishes are going to be good, which ones you can use, and he'll grant some. He'll say, yeah, you can have that wish, you can have this wish, and that way you can live this perfect harmony.
However,
but wait, there's more.
The thing is, if your wish is deemed potentially dangerous, you will never get your wish granted, and you will live all of your life, which clearly is not that hard to live to 100.
Mm-hmm.
You have to live with that whole time, not knowing whether or not your wish will be granted or not,
and not remembering what your wish was, which I thought was a kind of interesting twist. Exactly. You give them your wish, and then you can't remember what your wish was. So if I don't remember what it was, do I really want it granted? Am I going to care that much?
Right. And the whole part of this young woman being like, I'm not going to take this. He's a good man. He deserves it. He's 100 years old. I just turned it. But okay. Now just hold on. Let's talk about this reasonably. Let's just cool down for a second.
Mhm.
I understand that you know your grandfather, but when he made that wish, you may not have known your grandfather at that point in time. Now, the star,
Mm-hmm.
again, 8 billion genies. Like,
That's
it-
where I got that idea from, because he looks like an 8 billion genies genie. And that's why I called him the adorable merchandising opportunity. That's all the star is. It's an adorable because it's cute.
mhm.
Kids are going to love it.
Oh yeah, there's a plushie.
Yeah, I don't understand what the star's power was, because apparently the star had the power to do whatever it wanted to do, but it couldn't help them do things. Like when they tried to open up the
Oof.
roof for the stars, their wishes to come out.
There with them. He was with old girl.
No, he gave that thing. He gave that wand to the girl, and he left. That's when
Oh,
she became. That's why she was using that magic thing. So I don't know how you work. I don't understand you. I put a dress on a tree. So, but anyways, the star could do anything. But when he could have easily overthrown the tyrant, if you will.
yeah.
But I don't understand why he did and sometimes did not use the power. I guess it's because the idea behind the show is you get together and you wish together, and wishing for things makes life wonderful. That's the storyline here.
Do you think that the grandfather having possession of his wish aided in the powering of the townspeople to rally against the sorcerer, which is exactly what he was afraid of?
That's a good point, because he did get his wish before anyone else. He saw what it was, and he was to inspire, and he helped inspire the townspeople through his daughter's inspiration. So he inspired his granddaughter, I should say.
Yes.
For the uprising. It's almost like what's it called when you say something and you bring it back, like
Foreshadowing.
They foreshadowed it. That's smart. I mean, I don't think he deserved to be in the magic mirror on thing, because I think he's now the magic mirror.
No. Oh, is he? I mean, he must be. I took to Zod.
Yes.
Superman, when he gets entrapped into the little thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, hold on. If this is a perfect utopian society, right, why would it have a dungeon? And why would it be dirty? Nothing else is dirty. Why would you have a dirty dungeon in Paradise like Palace?
So it tells me that he becomes the man in the mirror from Sleeping Beauty, not Sleeping Beauty, Snow White, magic mirror on the wall. He's the magic mirror, and if you notice him, when he's singing one of his songs, he's always in the mirror looking at himself. He becomes the mirror. He can talk, and now he's in the dungeon where the mirror is in the Snow White universe. See,
they also introduced Grumpy too.
Yes, and I think her friends, or all the different groups. There's 7 of them. The 7 dwarves. They did a good job with that part. Well, let's move on to what Rotten Tomatoes and the audience thinks of this movie. Rotten Tomatoes scored this classic movie at 48%. That's the critics. So
that's good.
Yeah, and the audience, which is you and I, love this movie because we watched it with a bunch of 5-year-olds, and they scored it at 81%. No.
So I mean, they made choices.
Oh, the first 5-star review in this 5-star review is from Tim T. I know my films, and this is great. Critics are weird. The art, music, and story is top. shelf Disney, and it's top shelf Disney, and I love the dark glow effects used throughout.
Mm-hmm.
You're not gonna shit all over his review.
He shit everywhere!
I mean, my face should have said it all. Amy K starts us off with the first 1-star review. I was honestly on the king side, and I doubt that that was the intent of the movie.
That's the part I didn't want to ruin.
Well, Amy, you know what? I'm still very much on the king side.
It's good to be the king.
I'm on the king side too.
As long as if nobody knew, there's no problem. Everything's fine. Ignorance, people, is bliss. Sometimes you don't want to peel the onion back if you just let it be.
Speaking words of wisdom, let it be.
And the thing is, she goes, you're still no wishes from him, and she's like, they don't belong to him. I must tell them they don't belong to him. Well, they don't belong to you, and they do belong to him because the people gave them to him. Okay, Tyler L. I think it's a cute movie that's filled with dazzling animation, interesting characters, catchy songs, and nostalgic moments for longtime Disney film fans. And if you're a Disney film fan, it's probably true.
I will agree. I mean, you got uber excited when you started talking about things, and I think it's ridiculous, but for a Disney movie fan, I'm sure this movie just tickled your balls just right. Damian B here says, too many songs that disrupt the plot and none of the jokes land. This may be the worst Disney animated film, and it's sad it was the 100th anniversary movie. You know, I did not know that this was the 100th anniversary movie until you said it, and I know they had like the 100th things in the beginning and the end, and they had the star was the magic scoosh thing, and explained all that stuff.
Okay, Carlos P. I love this movie. It's simple, with many Easter eggs and very funny. I'm in love with Star and the songs. It's perfect. Don't pretend to be something mega ultra innovative. It's a present for the Disney fans.
The last 1-star review comes from Jalucia. An entire waste of time and hope. Please save your soul and don't give your money for this embarrassing, contentless mix of nothing.
Wow.
High
Save
praise.
your soul.
I'm assuming this was less than a star.
It was half a star. It's a waste of time. It wastes your hope.
You know, I will say I will rank this movie higher than Soul. And that's saying a lot because I've never seen Soul.
Soul's not bad. It's hilarious though. But hope, how do you waste your hope watching a movie? No, I walked into a movie kind of sad, left it hopeless.
I will say the bunnies.
Mm.
When I was like, yes, like to me that was Monty Python. Like, yes, fucking bunny. It's always the rabbit. That's the bad one.
Yeah, that was Monty Python-esque right there.
Yep.
That was great. So the W2F comment, Camilla H. I got a friend request. We talked for a few hours. When I found out he was a fraud, I ignored all his messages.
Oh. What was do you remember how many stars?
5 stars. What I think about this movie, have to rate it against all Disney movies that I've seen. And I love The Secret of Nim. That was a great movie. That was The Rescuers Down Under. Fievel Goes West.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Bambi, Pinocchio. Pinocchio scared the shit out of me. So Lion King, Fantasia. There's just so many of them. And I like this movie. I like the bad guy. I agreed with the bad guy. I think he was a great villain. Great animation. Songs were subpar. Storyline was basic. The characters were cute. I'm gonna give this, I think, 4 trees, but I'm not. I'm not gonna do that.
Jacking over here. This dude's jacking off the entire forest.
Stop jacking off and put the lotion in the basket. I'm gonna give it. I'm gonna be nice enough to it because I still think it's worth something. So I'm gonna give it 2 trees.
So you kind of hit. I think this movie, if they took the musical parts out of it and actually just ran actual narrative scenes, this movie, I would agree, 4 trees, absolutely. However, they didn't. They made a choice to make this a musical, and it definitely ruined the movie. Now, I'm going to say 1 tree and a stump.
That's fair. I mean, I'm bigger on Disney and musicals than you are, so the fact they're only half a stump away is fair enough. But the big question is, would you, Nathan Hanks, recommend this film to your surgeon?
I would recommend it, in fact, to suggest he reads, or they read 8 Billion Genies after it, because then they will get excited for the series of whatever is going to come out on Amazon. And then the comic books that we have will then become valuable. So that's how I want this to happen. It's a self-serving act of, yes, I would recommend this movie.
Well, that's absolutely fair. And I cannot believe I'm going to say this, but I would say if you like Disney movies, if you're a Disney fan,
love Disney, like diehard, love it.
Watch it. If you just like entertaining animated features and you don't care if it's Disney or not Disney, no, you'd have no reason to watch this film. Yeah, I mean, unless you're, like you said, help us with the 8 billion genie sales so we can get rich. So, anyways, so any last words before we take?
No, just take a look at our TikTok page. That's trees_in_space. You'll find behind the scenes content there, as well as full videos just broken up into 3-minute sections. And also check out our YouTube shorts, because again, you'll have little 60-second behind the scenes stuff.
And that will bring you right back to here, where you can do a like, comment, surprise. Surprise. Send us something. Like, comment, subscribe if you don't mind. And please come back and see us next Monday with another episode of Trees in Space.
What?